Good morning, students. Now we are going to see that another one, fundamental theorem of arithmetic. In your book, page number 45, it will be given. The statement of fundamental theorem of arithmetic is every natural number except 1 can be factorized as the product of prime numbers. Natural numbers means what? It will be start from 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. They have to given every natural number except 1 can be factorized as the product of prime numbers. For example, I have to take a number 2 means how we have to write as the product of prime numbers 1 into 2. 3 means how we have to write 1 into 3. That is the statement. Every natural number except 1 can be factorized as the product of prime numbers. That is the statement. The fundamental theorem asserts every composite number can be decomposed as the product of prime numbers. Composite number. What is composite number? Composite number means already we know the two numbers. The first one is prime numbers, another one is composite number. The prime number means the number having two factors, that is called prime numbers. What are the two factors? Number and the number itself, that is 1 and the number itself, that is only called as two factors. For example, I have to take a number 5. Number 5 means what is the factor? 1 and 5. Okay, number 1 and the number itself, the two factors are called as the prime number. Composite number means now I have to take the number 4. 4 means what are the factors? 1, 2 and 4. More than two factors. More than two factors, that is called as composite number. So, the fundamental theorem asserts every composite number, they not consider the prime number, they have to consider the composite number only. Every composite number asserts decomposite in the product of prime numbers. Okay, so the product of prime numbers and that decomposition is unique. Unique means we have to split and write the composite number means we have to get it in the same way only. Okay. For example, I have to take on one composite number n. Composite number n. First, I have to try to factorize the composite number n into factors. So, now I am getting like these factors like that. X1 is one factor and x2 is another factor and x3 is another factor. For composite number n, I am getting that three factors x1, x2 and x3. If all the factors are prime numbers means I can stop. Otherwise, I can again do the prime factors which number is not prime. So, x1 is not prime means again I have to start to split into the prime number. So, I am getting here y1, y2. x2 also not prime means again I have to split the number into factors means I am getting y3, y4. Here also I am getting the factors y5 and y6. It will be going on like that. So, we try to split all the factors which I will get all the terms will be prime, I can stop. Okay. So, in general we conclude that the arithmetic fundamental theorem of arithmetic, a composite number n decompose it unequally in the form of n equal to, so we have to get it the form p power q1, p1 q1, p2 q2 and p3 q3 like this etc. So, the form we have to write like this. We have to get the general form also n equal to p1 power q1 into p2 power q2 into P3 power Q3, etc. So we have to split the composite number into factors, means we are getting the form like that, P1 power Q1 into P2 power Q2 into P3 power Q3. Here P1, P2 and P3 are prime numbers. P3 are prime numbers. Q1, Q2, Q3, etc. are natural numbers. Okay. For example, I have to take on one number 12. 12 means, first we have to split the number into factors. 12 means it is what number? Even number. Even number means we have to split like this, 2 6 are 12. 2 is a prime number, so you have to move on which is not prime. Again you have to split this into factors, means I am getting 2 3s are 6. But see here, 2 is one prime number, again 2 is one prime number and 3 also prime number. So I can get all the numbers of prime numbers, means I can stop this process. So 12 we have to write like this, 2 into 2 into 3. 2 into 2 into 3, again we have to write 2 will be coming 2 times. So 2 power 2 into 3 means 3 power 1. The general form we have to get it, no? The general form what is given, n equal to P1 power Q1, P2 power Q2, P3 power Q3, like that. P1, P2, P3 are prime numbers, Q1, Q2, Q3 are natural numbers, like that. Here also 12 equal to 2 power 2 into 3 power 1. Here 2, 3 are prime numbers, 2, 1 are natural numbers. So the fundamental theorem is telling about this. Every composite number, this is the theorem. This is the theorem. Every composite number can be written uniquely as the product of power of primes, as the product of power of primes is called fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Once again you have to see the theorem. Every composite number can be written uniquely as the product of power of primes is called fundamental theorem of arithmetic. We have to write in the primes, means we have to use the two methods here. One is factor T method, another one is, for example, I am taking the 12 number. Factor T method you have to use it like this, 2 6 are 12, again 6 will be 2, 3. So this is a prime number, so 12 equal to 2 into 2 into 3. Another one is prime factorization method, 2 6 are 12, again 2 means 3. So 12 also 2 into 2 into 3. Okay, we have to use the two method here, but we have to get it the power 2 power 2 into 3 power 1. Here also 2 power 2 into 3 power 1. That is only they have to given. Again, 1 second you have to see the theorem. Every composite number can be written uniquely as the product of power of primes. Uniquely as the product of power of primes is called fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Okay. Now you have to see that exercise. Exercise 2.2. The first one. Student, please you have to read the problem one or two times. For what values of natural number n, 4 power n can end with the digit 6? For what values of natural number for n? So, now we are going to substitute the natural numbers for n. At the time, 4 power n can end with the digit 6. அதாவது 4 பவர் nல என்னோட வேல்யூ நேச்சுரல் நம்பரா கொடுக்கும்போது எந்த நம்பர் வந்து கொடுக்கும்போது உனக்கு லாஸ்ட் நம்பர் 6 வரும் அப்படின்னு கேட்குறாங்க. அதான் வந்து கொஸ்டினோட மீனிங். ஓகே, ஸோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் யூ ஹேவ் டு சொல்யூஷன். The given number is what? Solution. The given number is 4 power n. For n equal to what numbers? Natural numbers. So, n equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that, etc. If n equal to 1, 4 power n. So, 4 power 1. 4 power 1 equal to what here? 4. If n equal to 2, 4 square. So, 4 square is what here? 4 power n equal to 4 square equal to 16. If n equal to 3, 4 power n. So, n equal to 3, 4 cube equal to 64. 4 into 4 into 4, 64. If n equal to 4, 4 power n, 4 power 4 equal to 256. If n equal to 5, 4 power n equal to 4 power 5 equal to 1024. If n equal to 6, 4 power n equal to 4 power 6 equal to 4096. It will be going on like that. Okay, once again you have to see the question. For what values of n? For what values of n, 4 power n can end with the digit 6. அதாவது என்னோட வேல்யூ n 4 power nல எதுக்கு கொடுத்தோம்னா லாஸ்ட் டிஜிட் 6 வரும்னு கேட்குறாங்க. Or see here, the last digit 6 will be here last one 6. Here also last one 6. Here also last one 6. See here, last one 6 means n equal to 2. Last number 6 means n equal to 4. Last number 6 means n equal to 6. So, we have to given that for n equal to even numbers means we are getting that last digit is 6. We have to given that n equal to odd number means we are getting that last digit is 4. So, you have to write like this. Here, என்னோட வேல்யூ ஆட் நம்பர்ஸ் கொடுத்தோம்னா லாஸ்ட் டிஜிட் 4ல வந்து ஃபினிஷ் ஆகுது. இதே வந்துட்டு என்னோட வேல்யூ ஈவன் நம்பர்ஸ் கொடுத்தோம்னா லாஸ்ட் டிஜிட் எதில் ஃபினிஷ் ஆகுதுன்னா 6ல வந்து ஃபினிஷ் ஆகுது. n equal to odd numbers end with 4. n equal to even numbers end with 6. Okay, how to write the solution? Therefore, n means even numbers only, we have to get the last digit is 6. So, you have to give the answer also like that. Therefore, for n is an what numbers? Even numbers. So, n is an even natural number n is an even natural number, then 4 power n can end with the digit 6. ஓகே, இப்போ என்ன மீனிங்னா என்னோட வேல்யூஸ் வந்து ஈவன் நம்பராக இருந்தால் தான் நமக்கு என்னது இந்த நம்பர் வந்து லாஸ்ட் டிஜிட் 6ல் வந்து ஃபினிஷ் ஆகும் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. லாஸ்ட் நம்பர் எண்ணில் 6ல் வரும்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. The first problem is over. Let us see the second sum. Second sum, if m and n are natural numbers, if m and n are natural numbers, for what values of m does 2 power n into 5 power m ends in 5? இப்போ என்ன சொல்லிட்டாங்கன்னா m and n are natural number. For what values of m? m ஓட எந்த வேல்யூஸுக்கு does 2 power n into 5 power n ends in 5? 2 power n into 5 power m வந்து ரெண்டையும் ப்ராடக்ட் பண்ணால் அதோட ரிசல்ட் வந்து லாஸ்ட் நம்பர் 5ல் ஃபினிஷ் ஆகும் அப்படின்னு கேட்குறாங்க. ஓகே, write the solution. Let x equal to 2 power n into 5 power m. Since m and n are natural numbers, so m equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that, n equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Both also natural numbers. So first I have to take an 2 power n, then I have to take an 5 power m, then I have to take an 2 power n into 5 power m. 3 category I have to going to take an here. Both also natural numbers only. So first I have to substitute n equal to 1 means I am getting that 2. n equal to 2 means I am getting that 2 power 2 4. n equal to 3 means I am getting that 2 power 3 equal to 8, and so on like that. The 5 power m, here m equal to 1 means I am getting 5 power 1 equal to 5. m equal to 2 means I am getting 5 squared, it is coming 25. M equal to 3 means 5 power 3 125, and going like that. Here 2 power n into 5 power m, here n equal to 1 and m equal to 1. So 2 power n into 5 power m means 2 power 1 into 2, 5 power m 1 into 5. So 2 5s are 10, I am getting that 10. Next n equal to 2, m equal to 2. So 2 power 2 4, 5 square 25. I am getting that what is here 100. Okay, how to check, compare these 3 category. First one 2 power n, we have to substitute the natural number means we are getting that multiples of 2. Next we have to substitute m equal to natural number means we are getting that multiples of 5. Again we have to multiply 2 power n into 5 power n. Here also we are substituting the natural numbers means we are getting multiples of 10. But in our question they have to given 2 power n into 5 power m. So we have to substitute the natural number means the last number is coming 0. The ending number digit is what is here 0. But they have to ask for what values of n 2 power n into 5 power m ends in 5. So we have to substitute the natural numbers means the last number will be ending with 0 only, not at other number. So in this sum no solution, no value. So you have to write like this. The reason you have to write like this. 2 power n is always even for all values of n. Like that, 5 power m is always odd for all values of m. Five power m is always odd and ends with 5 for all values of m. But 2 power n into 5 power m is always even and ends in 0. Therefore, 2 power n into 5 power m cannot end with the digit 5 for any values of n. Therefore, for no value, this is the reason, this is the result. For no value of m, 2 power n into 5 power m ends in 5. So, the answer is no value. 2 power n into 5 power m not ends in 5. So, the answer is no value. The second sum is over. Next, third one. Find the HCF of, they have to given the number, 2 numbers they have to given. Find the HCF. The lower class we have to find out now. The same method we have to follow here. We are going to follow the prime factorization method. The given numbers are 25, 25, 25 and 36, 36, 36. Using prime factorization. First we have to take the number 25, 25, 25. The first number. So, we have to use it the prime factorization method. The last number ending with 5 means you have to use it fifth table. So, So it is coming 50505. Have to divide. Again the last digit is 5. Again you have to divide by 5. 10101. 10101. It will be divided by 3. So we are getting that this number. Again we have to divide by this number 3. These are 6, 12, 19. This number again we cannot divide by 3. So we have to use it to divide for prime numbers only. 3, 5, again we have to use it for 7. 7 we have to divide means it is coming 481. 481 is divided by 13. So 37. The first one. The second one 36, 36, 36. The same method you have to follow here. This is even number. So you have to start from even means 18, 18 and 18. Again this is even number means again divide by 2. 90, 909. So this is odd number, we can divide by 3. 30, 303. Again we have to divide by 3 means we have to get that 10101. But to see here, already we have to divide here 10101. Here also 10101. So the same method we have to follow here also. 1010 means we have to divide by 3. So that we have to get it 3367. Again we have to divide by 7 means we have to get it 481. Again we have to divide by 13. So we have to get it 37. 37 is a prime number. So we cannot divide again. So we have to stop the processing. So now we have to write like this. The factors 252525 equal to 5 into 5 into 3 into 7 into 13 into 37. So second number 363636 2 into, write the factors 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 7 into 13 into 37. Once again you have to check the factors. 2525 means 5 into 5 into 3 into 7 into 13 into 37. Next 3636 means 2 into 2. 2 coming here 2 times. So 2 into 2 into 3 is 3 times. So I have to return 4 times. So I have to erase it 1 time. So 2 into 2 into 3 will be 3 times. 3 into 3 into 3. 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 7 into 13 into 37. They also find the HCF. HCF means what? The same factors in the two numbers. You have to select the same factors of the two numbers. 5 is not in the second number. 2 is not in the first number. So how to leave it. Next 3 is in the first number and the second number also. 3 will be here 1 time. Here also, here will be coming 3 times. But we have to take 1 time only. So HCF equal to the lower class we have to follow like this circle. Like this also I have to follow. 3 will be coming the common for here. So you have to write 3. Next which number is common here? After that 7 is common. Next 13 is common. Next into 37. Okay. Have to see here. Already we have to divide, no, the factors. How to see here? 37 into 13 into 7 into 3. How to see the process here? 37 into 7 into 37 into 13 into 7 into 3. What is our answer? We have to product means we have to get this value. So you have to write easily 10101. Therefore, HCF equal to 10101. Otherwise, you have to take and write the answer. HCF of 252525 and 363636 is 10101. This is the answer. Third one is over. Next, fourth one. Fourth problem, if 13824 equal to 2 power a into 3 power b, find a and b. They have to given like this. So we have to find the factors of the number 2 into 3. Next we have to write the powers also. The power is equal to a and b. So first we have to using the prime factorization and get the value. Using prime factorization, one, 3, 8, 2, 4. We have to divide. It is even number, so we have to start from 2. 6 2s are 12, balance 1, 9 2s are 18, 1, 2. Again, second table 3 2s are 6, 4 2s are 8, balance 1, 11, 5, 6. Again, second table 1 2 is 2, balance 1, 14, 7 2s are 14, 2 2s are 4, 8. Again, second table 8 2s are 16, balance 1, 6 2s are 12, 4 2s are. Again, second table 4, 3, 2. Again, second table 2 2s are 4, 1 2, 6. 1 2, 1 will be not possible to divide. So 0, 16 means 8. Again 2, 5 2s are 10, 4. Again 2. Now we have to get it what number? Odd number. Odd number means we cannot divide by 3. So we have to use it divide for odd number means we cannot divide by 2. So we have to use it for 3. 3 means 9 3s are 27. Next 3 3s are 9. So the question they have to given what? The question they have to given the number 1 2 8 2 4 is into the terms of 2 power a into 3 power b. So we have to write like this. Here 1 3 8 2 4 equal to the question they have to given 2 power a into 3 power b. 1 3 8 2 power 4 equal to 2. How many times it is coming? How to count it? 1 2 3 4 like that. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 times. 2 will be coming what? 9 times. And the 3 will be coming for 3 times. You have to compare these 2 means we have to get the answer is the power a is equal to 9 and power b is equal to 3. So a equal to 9 and b equal to 3. That's all. The fourth one is that's all. Next fifth one. See the fifth one. Next fifth sum. If P1 power x1 into P2 power x2 into P3 power x3 into P4 power x4 equal to, they have to given like this. First you have to write the given. Given P1 power x1 into P2 power x2 into P3 power x3 into P4 power x4 equal to 113400. This is the given number where P1, P2, P3 are prime numbers in ascending order. So we have to find the split the factors into ascending order, and x1, x2, x3 are integers. Find the value of P1, P2, P3 and x1, x2, x3, x4. Here also we have to find using the prime factorization and find the answer. Using prime factorization, the given number is 113400. That is even number. So we have to divide like this. First is even number means we have to start from the prime number 2. So it is coming 5 2s are 10, 6 2s are 12, next 700. Again 2, 2 2s are 4, balance 1, 8 2s are 16, 3 2s are 6, 50, 28350. Even number means again we have to divide by 2, 1 2, 4 2s are 8, 1 2, 7 2s are 14, 5. Next we are getting that now odd number. Odd number means next prime number is 3. 3 it will be divided or not, you have to check it. 1 4 plus 5, 6, 13, 8. So it will be divided. 4 3s are 12, balance 2, 21, 7 3s are 21, 2 3s are 6, balance 1, 5 3s are 15. Again this coming for odd number, again it will be divided for 3 or next another number 11, 13, 18. So 3, 1 3 is 3, balance 1, 17, 5 3s are 15, 22, 7 3s are 21, 5 3s are 15. Again we have to get it that odd number. So again you have to divide like this, 1 plus 5, 6, 13, 18. Again third table, 5 3s are 15, 7 means 2 3s are 6, balance 1, 5 3s are 15. It will be also divided by 3, 1 3, balance 2, 22, 7 3s are 5. Now we got to getting even odd number, it will be divided 3 or not? It will not be divided by 3. The last number is ending with 5. They also given the condition is what? Ascending order. So we have to start from ascending numbers only. The first prime number is 2, the second prime number is 3, the next prime number is what here? 5. So the last number also 5, so it will be divided. 3 5s are 15, balance 2, 5 5s are 25. Again 50 table means 7 5s are 35. 7 is a prime number, so we cannot divide any other number. So we have to get like this. Next, the given number is what here? The given condition is P1. The given condition is P1 power x1 into P2 power x2 into P3 power x3 into P4 power x4 equal to 113400. Now we have to get it, the given number into the prime factors equal to, we have to count it 2 power 3 into 3 power 4 into 5 power 2 into 7 power 1. We have to compare these two. 2, 3, 5, 7. These are the numbers are P1, P2, P3 and P4. X3, 4, 2, 1 means that numbers are X1, X2, X3, X4. The same thing we have to saw in the theorem also. The P1, P2, P3 are prime numbers and X1, X2 are natural numbers. So that we have to compare these two means we have to get it like this. Therefore, P1 equal to 2, P2 equal to 3, P3 equal to 5, P4 equal to 7, X1 equal to 3, X2 equal to 4, X3 equal to 2 and X4 equal to 1. Okay, you have to find the factorization method, then you have to write the factors into the power, then you have to compare the power to the given power. So, the down numbers are denoted by P1, P2, P3 and P4. The power numbers are denoted by X1, X2, X3, X3 like that. So, they find the answer also like that. What is P1, P2 and X1, X2. So, we have to get the answer also. That's all. The fifth sum is over.
Okay, sixth sum. Find the LCM and HCF of 408 and 170 by applying the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. So the given numbers are 408 and 170. 408 and 170. Here they ask to find LCM and HCF by using fundamental theorem of arithmetic. So by the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, every composite number can be expressed as a product of primes. So we have to find prime factorization for Product of primes. So we find the factorization for the number 408. So it is an even number, we divide by 2, so 204. It is an even number, again divided by 2, 102. It is an even number, again divided by 2, 51. Odd number, we can use 5 plus 1, the number, sum of the digit is 5 plus 1, 3 table it will come 6, so the answer will be 70. The prime number, we can stop up to this. So 408 can be written as 2 is repeated 3 times, so 2 power 3. 3 is repeated 1 time, 3 power 1 into 17. 1 is repeated, it comes in only 1 time. Next number is 170. So 170, even number, so 2 table. In 2 table it will come 85 times. Odd number, last digit is 5, so you can use 5 table. The answer will be 70. Even number, so we end this process. So 170 can be written as 2 power 1 into 5 power 1 into 17 power 1. The question is find LCM and HCF. First we find HCF. HCF means it is the common factors of the given numbers. So the given numbers are 408 and 170. We have to talk about the exponents with the least exponents. The power should be the small one. That is equal to the common factor. Here 2 is in the 408 you have the number 2, 170 you have the number 2, so 2. The least power is 1, so 2 power 1. Next, the another 3 is not down repeated, 5 is either down repeated in the 408. Next number is 17. 17, the least power is 1, that is 2 into 17. The answer will be 34. Therefore, HCF equal to 34. Next one, LCM. So LCM equal to common factors. First you have to write common factors and uncommon factors. Uncommon factors with greatest exponents. For HCF we write it as least exponents. For LCM we have to write it as greatest exponents. So while comparing the factorization, there 2 is common factor. So 2, the greatest power is 3. So 2 power 3. Next one, next common factor 70. The greatest exponent is 1. Next the uncommon factor 3. The greatest power is 1. Next uncommon factor 5. The greatest power is 1. If you multiply all these numbers, you will get the answer as 2040. So therefore LCM equal to 2040. So answer HCF equal to 34, LCM equal to 2040. Next is sum. Seventh sum. Seventh one. The question is find the greatest number consisting of 6 digits which is exactly divisible by 24, 15, 36. Find the greatest number consisting of 6 digits. So the answer should have 6 digits which is exactly divisible by 24, 15, 36. So the greatest 60, we know that the greatest 6-digit number is the greatest 6-digit number is is 6 times we have to write the number 9. 9. The greatest 6-digit number is this one. We have to find the greatest number divisible by 24, 15, 36. So the greatest number should be the required greatest number should be the answer. The required greatest number is exactly divisible by these numbers. That numbers are exactly divisible by LCM of the given numbers 24, 15 and 36. So we want to find the LCM for this number. So we can use LCM 24 long division method, 15, 36. Here 3 numbers are given, so we have to choose the factor which is divisible for the given 3 numbers if it is possible. Here we can use the 3 table. So 8 3s are 24, 5 3s are 15, next 12. Another one, we cannot find the number factors which is divisible by this number. For dividing for this number 8, 5, 12. So we can take the 2 factor. For 2 numbers we take the common factor, it is 2 table. For 8 it is 4, 5, 6 2s are 12. Again we have to find. Yes, for 4 and 6 we can use the second table. So 2, 5, 3. That's all. Now the last numbers are prime numbers. We cannot proceed. So we finish up to this. So LCM equal to 3 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 5 into 3. While multiplying, the answer is 360. Now we have to find the greatest number. So to find the greatest number, the question they are giving exactly divisible. So the remainder should be 0. To find the greatest number, the 6-digit greatest number should be subtracted, must be subtracted by the remainder, subtracted by the, here they ask exactly divisible, so by the remainder when this 6-digit number is divided by the LCM, is divided by the LCM is 60, so divided by 360, divided by 360. Now we divide. Take the greatest 6-digit number. We do the division. 360. So take the first 3 digits. So 2 times. This is 720. Subtracting 9 and 7, 2. Write the next number 9. It will come 7 times. So the answer will be 2520. Again subtract 9 and 7, 2. Write the next digit 9. The same number, so we can write it as 7, 2520. Do the subtraction. 279. Write the next number. This is 9. Same number. So again 7 times 2520. Subtracting, the answer will be 279. We don't have any other number in the dividend, so we finish this division. So this is the remainder. Here they ask exactly divisible. So from that number you have to subtract the remainder. So the required digit, so the required number is equal to, write the 6-digit number minus 279. The answer will be 999,720. This is the answer. Next, 8th sum. What is the smallest number that when divided by 3 numbers such as 35, 56 and 91 leaves the remainder 7 in each case? In the 7th sum they give exactly divisible, the same concept. Here the remainder, first exactly divisible, so the remainder is 0 in the 7th sum, whereas in the 8th sum it is given remainder is 7. So in the 7th sum we are subtracting the remainder, here you have to add the remainder 7. So 8th one, the required number equal to, LCM of the given number. So LCM of the given numbers are 35, 56, 91. The remainder is they giving us 7. So we have to add the remainder 7. That is equal to, you have to find the LCM. LCM of 35, 56, 91. So we can write it in the 7 table. 5, 8, this is 13. 1 7 is 7, remainder 7. Here after that we cannot find the number factors which is divisible by for this number. So up to that you finish. So LCM equal to 7 into 5 into 8 into 30 plus 7. While multiplying the number is 3640 plus 7. That is equal to 3647. That's all. This is only the answer. 9th sum. The question is, find the least number that is divisible by the first 10 natural numbers. It is same like 7th sum. Find the least number that is divisible by the first 10 natural numbers. Exactly it is given as divisible, so the remainder will be 0. So the required number is same procedure. The required number equal to LCM of first 10 natural numbers. First 10, here the question is first 10 natural numbers, so take it as first 10 natural numbers. That is equal to LCM of 1, 2, 3, 4. We can find 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can find the LCM for this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We can usually find the LCM directly. 10. the numbers are multiple, you can leave them. Here we can find it directly. Here you have sum of 5 even numbers, 5 odd numbers. We can give first preference to the even numbers. So we can divide it by 2. 1 comma 1 comma 3 2 5 3 7 4 again 9 5 to 10. Again we can finish, take the even numbers outside. So 2 1 1 3 again for 2 write it as 1 5 3 7 2 9 5. So yeah, inside even only one even number. Next we can come to the next prime number 3. Yes, we can divide it by 3. So 1 1 1 1 5. For this 3 we can write it as 1 7 2. For this 9 we can write it as 3 5. So in the last line we are having only the prime numbers. So we finish this one. So that is equal to LCM. So 2 is repeated 3 times. 2 into 2 into 2. Again 3 is repeated 2 times. So 3 into 3. 5 2 times. So 5 into 5. Again 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So the answer will be, for this answer is 2520. This is the answer. The answer, the required least number equal to 2520.